In the 5 years that I've been doing YouTube, this is probably my most scariest video that I'm about to film. You guys know that out of all movies in existence, besides Pretty Woman, Twilight is like my life. This literally says, I hold with those who favor fire. And as cringy and corny as we see the Twilight series to be now, growing up, it was my everything. It introduced me into the world of mythology, folklore, and that type of things, like werewolves, vampires. I loved like things like that. And it kind of made it cool. That being said, the title and thumbnail of this video, today we'll be ranking all of the characters from the Twilight Saga. Obviously, you guys know Team Jacob till I die. No, ooh! Team Jacob, oh no! I meant Edward. I've been watching Twilight reactions on YouTube from like people who it's their first time watching, and the reactions have made me see Jacob in a different light. Like, I see that he was a good friend to Bella until he started getting very manipulative. See, we're already getting into the rankings. I have beef with Jacob Black. We're gonna talk about that later though. But best believe, Team Edward, please understand, Team Edward forever. Yeah, and y'all may have beef with what I have to say about a lot of people, but just remember, this is my channel, my video. So subscribe, like, let's get into the thing. So you guys know how these ranking and tier list videos go. You have different rows and there's different tiers. So let me just explain the different rows we have. On the very top, you have I love you. Obviously, people who are in the I love you category means that I love them. There's not much that they could do or say that would make me like go against them or like wish harm for them. Underneath I love you, you have I can't see, I'm blind. The people who go in this category are like people I'm a huge fan of, but don't necessarily like, I don't love you, but I am a fan. Like, you are one of my faves. However, are you on like I love you status? Not necessarily. Underneath I can't see, I'm blind, we have thin ice. And people who go in the thin ice category are like people who have done something or said something that has really just irritated me. And then underneath thin ice we have I tolerate you, which means I wish you had less screen time, but since you're on my screen, I will watch. I might even skip a few scenes actually forward. If I'm being honest, I might skip through your scenes. But underneath I tolerate you, we have I hope the Volturi catches you slipping because you're the worst and I cannot stand your character and I hope the absolute worst for you. I don't know exactly who's going to be in that category yet, but I'm sure there will be someone, because a lot of these people, especially Bella, how are you a menace in your own movie series? Like, anyways, guys, let's get into these rankings. First up, we have Esme. Esme is a character that, in my opinion, is very forgettable. Maybe it's the mom issues that I have, but she was like there, but she didn't really do much. Like, she had a few lines. I know she's supposed to be important, but I just felt like she was very minute, very boring, very bland, very... It's giving 2% milk. She didn't give, you know, even Renee with her crazy ass, she was entertaining. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about her. So she's on thin. Actually, it's like 9 a.m. Why are my neighbors having a party? But we've got Esme and I tolerate you because I really do. Out of all the Cullens, yeah, bottom of the pyramid. I don't even know this character's name, honestly, but I know that he's the guy who in Breaking Dawn Part 2 gets the passports and everything for Renesmee, that god-awful name, and Jacob to like escape. So this guy, honestly, even though we don't know much about him, he came in clutch when we needed him, and so therefore, I can't see, I'm blind. Like, if you're gonna help out my family and really, you don't even really know what you're getting into, but you came through and helped us in our time of need, I have no choice but to stand you. So shout out to you, King. Jesus Christ. Next up, we've got Jacob Black. Honestly, Jacob was great before he turned into a... What's going on? Jacob was great until he turned into a werewolf and he just lost all sense. He lost all sense on self-respect, on respecting others, on chivalry, on manners, on how to speak to people, on how to control your temper, on how to be a good person, on hygiene, on style, on Jacob Black. I can never see him the same, especially after he manipulated Bella Swan into kissing him. That scene was honestly, it was coercion. The whole thing. Am I tripping? What is going on? I have no idea why, but my neighbor is having a gospel session in their front yard. Anyways, back to Jacob, bitch. You're not even on thin ice. At this point, I don't want him to die, so I'm not gonna put him in the Volturi. I hope the Volturi catches you, but you're on I tolerate you. For the way that you treated Edward when all Edward did was love Bella, even if he wasn't the, like, perfect match for her, neither were you. And I don't know why you had it so hell-bent on your mind that if she just kissed you, she would, like, it would be the magical feeling that she needed to know that she loved you. Like, no! At the same time, I feel like it's not fair to Jacob because in all of New Moon, Bella just used him the whole time to make herself feel better. And as soon as Edward was back in the picture, she kind of just ditched him. So yes, Jacob is in I tolerate you. After that, she was one of the cousins, the sisters from like the original people who started those babies who were crazy and vampires, right? But she's also the woman that went and snitched on the Cullens and got what was coming to her. Because first of all, Laurent was on the wrong team. That's his fault. How are you gonna now be mad at your family, bring death to the doorstep of your family for a man who was rolling with losers? Victoria and James were the losing team, and I'm sorry that you're sad about that, but you got what was coming to you for making that dumb decision. You sailed your ass to Italy and went and told on your family to the Volturi, and look, they ripped your head off and took off your arms. It's what you deserve. I hope the Volturi catches you. Oh wait, they already did, bitch. You're an idiot. And the only people I feel bad for in this situation is her sisters. They had to stand there and watch, but not only that, they found out that you're a dumb hoe. After that, we have, I think her name is Lily. Honestly, I don't even remember, but I just felt bad for her, but it's kind of just, after a while, you gotta move on, girl. Being surrounded by the thing that makes you miserable, it doesn't seem very healthy, but a lot of this movie series wasn't healthy, so I guess it's on brand for her. The redeeming quality she had, though, was whenever she saved Esme, so she's another one, just, I tolerate you. I just feel bad for her. We've got Victoria. Victoria is another bitch that needs to learn how to let things go. Because at the end of the day, you know James was a psychopath. So why are you mad at the Cullens for protecting Bella whenever it was your boyfriend who initiated like this beef? I need everyone to just look at reality for once. Like, y'all have been around for hundreds of years and you're still dumb. I don't understand. Victoria, and now look, you went and brought all these innocent people into your nonsense and now you're dead too. Like, you can join James like you wanted to, I guess. I hope the Volturi catches you, but they didn't have to because the Cullens did. Freaking idiot. Like, you were just doing too much. And you got what was coming to you. See, just dumb. I hope the Volturi catches you. And look, they're both dead by their own actions. Anyway, let's keep going. Now, I love you. He was just a sweet, oh my god, and he dies in the end. He didn't, no, he doesn't, because it was all a vision of Al. I have PTSD. I can't say anything bad about him. He was just the sweetest guy, the sweetest wolf. I think he was the only redeemable wolf in the entire wolf pack. Alice, she has been my favorite character, like, my entire life until I joined Reddit. Alice didn't see Bella as a human being. She saw her as an object, and she proved that multiple times. From the way that she didn't listen to Bella's wishes, to the way that she dressed her up like she's a doll, to the way she got mad at Bella for jumping off of that dang cliff and like kind of not even stopping her or blocking her emails. Oh my god, Alice. I can't see, I'm blind. Because for some reason I still love Alice Dowden. At the end of the day, she's still one of the best characters in the series. But that being said, like, that's not a hard title to get because a lot of these people suck. We're moving on though. After Alice, we have Carlisle. And Carlisle, I have nothing bad to say about Carlisle. He made the best out of a crappy situation by creating a family that love each other and support each other. Him being the patriarch of this family was iconic. He's just a great person, and I think one of the best leaders that the Cullens could have had. And he just seems like a good man, a good person, and I love Carlisle. Now, on the other hand, Charlie? Why did you have kids? How did you and Renee even get together? Because y'all are total opposite people. And I know sometimes opposites attract, but in this case, they shouldn't have. It made absolutely no sense, and it makes sense why Bella Swan is as messed up as she is. So Charlie... Thin Ice. Bella Swan. Our protagonist of the whole series. Any bad decision that can be made, Bella's gonna make it. She seeks out bad decisions. And I'm not just talking about in the New Moon movie, the whole series. First of all, falling in love with a vampire. The guy couldn't, like, Edward had to hold his nose in that dang science class. She's just an insufferable person, yet we are still forced to love her because she is our story. she just, after a while, like I'd say by the third movie, she was just giving me a headache, and she's gotta be, I can't see I'm blind, because as terrible as she is, without her we would have no story. Bella, she gets a pass from me, but she is the worst. She is. After freaking Bella Swan, we've got Jacob's daddy. Yeah, he didn't really do much. He was a friend of Charlie. They were bopping around. He would like say weird things to Bella and like innuendos that nobody understood. I tolerate him. Anyways, Jasper, you Confederate soldier ass bitch. First of all, why at Bella's birthday party, we went from a paper cut to now she's bleeding out and needs transfusions. Jasper, control yourself. But also Alice, Bella told you from the get-go she didn't want that party, so why did you force her to go? Oh, it'll be fine. It sure was fun. Look at Jasper's bloodthirsty ass. After all this time, bitch, you still can't control yourself? Jasper's on thin ice because he was doing way too much. Not to mention that god-awful country accent. And I'm from Texas, so I've heard real Southern accents. But yeah, from being a Confederate soldier to almost like eating Bella alive in front of his family, this man's just too much. After that, we have Edward. Now, Edward, he has like a thing for hurting himself emotionally. There were times when I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you so afraid of being happy? He wants to protect everyone around him, but at the end of the day, he just goes to extremes sometimes, I feel like. Whenever Bella's all happy on their honeymoon because she's pregnant, and he's like, I'll get that thing out of you, or Carlisle will get that thing out of you. Huh? What do you mean? To be fair, she was dying by every second that passed, but you can at least try to like feed into the delusion with her, Edward. That being said though, Edward over Jacob every day, all day, forever and ever. I love Edward Cullen. I love the whole Cullen family. Next up, we got freaking Laurent. You should have took James, grabbed him by his blonde ass hair and whipped him back to wherever y'all came from, because now you're dead. You're dead for someone else's fight. Why were you looking for Bella in that field saying Victoria was gonna get her? Okay, then let Victoria find her. You got yourself killed because you wanted to do the most and you were thirsty, bitch. Go drink someone else. The wolves tore you to shreds, bitch. Shame on you. That's what you got. Tolerate it. Not even really. I don't even care about Laurent, because at the end of the day, you went from being like the best one in your little crew to now the dumbest. They're all dead. All three of them died. Y'all should have stayed your ass where you came from. Shouldn't have came to Forks. Emmett is a funny character, and I really like him for Rosalie. I think they're a perfect match, like a match made in heaven. I think he's very witty and funny, and I like that he plays the like jughead bodybuilder role, like the trope, very well. And I just think he's all around like a cool guy, so I can't see I'm blind when it comes to Emmett. And then whenever Bella and Renesmee had to walk up with Jacob to talk to the Volturi, they turned around and were like, Emmett, come with us, you muscly man. So he's just someone that if I were in a tough spot, I would want him on my team. James got what was coming from him, or to him, because like I'm sure he'd played that little game for probably decades, maybe even centuries before, but he finally found the right one. Oh, you want to go low? Well, we're ready to go to hell. So you mess with the wrong family, bud. I hope the Volturi got you, and the Cullens did. You're an idiot. He thought it was a game. He didn't realize that Edward was just as crazy about Bella as he was in the head. Next up, we got Renee. I don't even know if she wanted to be a mom. She ran off with her baseball boyfriend. She was kind of ditzy, kind of just oblivious to life, it seemed. I don't even tolerate her. And then on top of that, they named Renesmee after her. What kind of name is Renesmee? Who? Bella? And then she wanted EJ if it was a boy for Edward Jacob. She's just an unserious person. Renesmee, I'm sorry you even got mixed up in the midst of this. Your parents were great though. You have a great family. So I'm sure you grew up to be, oh God, I forgot Jacob imprinted on her. Bitch. Oh my God. Renesmee, I have no beef with you. You're a child. Do what you do, love what you love, and be great. Rosalie, she was bitter, but not as bitter as, where'd she go? Her. They were two bitter bitches, but Rosalie, I feel like, had reason. I mean, sure, Sam kind of fell in love and imprinted on another woman, but I feel like that's easier to get over than your husband and his friends assaulting you. I respect her a lot. Rosalie is someone that I will never have anything bad to say about. Actually, why was she trying to steal Bella's baby? She didn't care what happened to Bella. She just wanted that baby. That was a little messed up, Rosalie. I'm not gonna lie. I can't see I'm blind. Next up, we got Sam. I can't stand Sam. He was just so annoying and obnoxious. He was just very bossy. Why were you always threatening the Cullens? Like, you said we can live here, so let us live here in peace. Stop with the threats. But anyways, guys, let me know if you agree with what I said. Let me know if you don't agree. Bye.